Hello, today we are going to see a little bit of theory related to partial multiple correlation and relationship between correlation and regression and properties of regression coefficient. So let us start off with uh, simple partial and multiple correlation. Previous sessions we have seen how to calculate correlation coefficient when two variables are given. So that is simple correlation. Now if there are more than two variables, then you could calculate multiple correlation and partial correlation. Okay, so when two or more variables are studied, then problem could be you could analyze either partial correlation with respect to the variables or multiple correlation. In multiple correlation, the variables, the two or more variables that are uh, to be correlated will be studied simultaneously. For example, if we want to study the relationship between yield of rice per acre and amount of rainfall and fertilizers used, so we have three variables. One is yield per acre, rainfall and fertilizers. So if we are seeing the correlations with of these three variables simultaneously, okay, how rice is related to rainfall and how is it related to fertilizers, what is the overall correlation, if you are seeing, that could be calculated with the help of multiple correlation. On the other hand, if one of the variables is controlled or if one of the variables is kept constant, you do not know. For example, in the same thing, if you want to find the correlation between the yield of rice and the rainfall, and fertilizers is kept constant, you do not want fertilizers to influence the variable fertilizers to influence the yield of rice per acre, then in that case the variable fertilizer is kept constant and only the correlation between the rice and the rainfall is taken, that is partial correlation. Now coming to the relationship between correlation and regression. So let us see one by one. The meaning of now correlation is a statistical measures which determines correlationships or association between two variables. So when we calculated correlation coefficient, we the interpretation for the correlation analysis was given as either positively correlated or negatively correlated. We were trying to check the strength of relationship between two variables. Okay, so that association is given with the help of correlation. So when we, and in the case of regression, it describes how independent variables is numerically related to the dependent variable. When we calculated the regression line equation using regression analysis, we have taken y as dependent variable and x as independent variable. So based on the numbers or the regression coefficient what we get, we were able to interpret the regression analysis. Right now, this correlation gives us the association or the strength of relationship between the variables, and regression tells us how dependent and independent variables are numerically related. Usage of correlation to represent a linear relationship between two variables. Basically, correlation, we started off with understanding how the variables are represented on a graph with x-axis and y-axis. Initially we were drawing a line equation and we are seeing the linearity of the variables in correlation. Similarly, regression also follows the same principle, but we have two variables here in regression. One is dependent and other is independent. So based on one variable, we are able to predict the behavior of other variable. Now, the third comparison is dependent and independent variable. In correlation, there is no concept of dependent and independent variables. We are just checking the strength of relationship between the two variables. Now, in the regression, we have dependent and independent variables. You will have one dependent and you will have one independent variable. In the case of multiple regression, you will have one dependent and you will have multiple independent variables. Next, what does correlation indicate and what does regression indicate? Correlation indicates the extent to which two variables move together. Either are they moving in positive direction or they are moving in the negative direction. Then in the regression, they indicate the impact of a unit change in the known variable on the estimated value of the dependent variable. Okay, so what percentage of change is one variable having on the other variable is given by regression. The objective of objective this is given just excuse me, the notes will be changed here, but anyways, let me tell you the objective of correlation. As you know, it tells us the strength of the relationship between two variables. And for regression, based on the fixed values, correlation is also a static method and regression is also a static method. Regression helps us estimate the values of random variables on the basis of the values of fixed variable. X is a fixed variable and y is dependent on the values of x. But in correlation, when you see, we are not predicting anything, we are just giving the strength of the relationship. The variables are already available, and based on their values we are giving the relationship, the strength of the relationship between the variables. Now coming to the properties of regression coefficient, the first property is, see, correlation and regression are associated with one another. If you see the formula for regression and correlation, you will see some similarities between the formula also. So here the correlation coefficient is the geometric mean of two regression coefficients. Okay, now if you want to calculate correlation between two variables, for that, and if you only have the regression coefficients, then you could do a geometric mean of these two regression coefficients and you will get the correlation value. Okay, then the next property is the value of the coefficient of correlation cannot exceed unity. Okay, so if one, for example, the relationship between two variables is 0.8, then the if on x on y is 0.8, then regression on y on x should be 0.2. That means it should be equal to 1 or less than 1, but it cannot be greater than 1. Okay, then the sign of both the regression coefficients should be same, because if you see in the first property here, we are telling it is a geometric mean of two regression variables. You cannot have positive sign for one regression coefficient and the other regression coefficient cannot be negative, so that you cannot find the square root if we have different signs. So hence it is mandatory for the regression coefficients to either be negative or be positive. You cannot have, one cannot have positive and other cannot have negative. It should be same. Then the correlation coefficient will have the same sign as that of the regression coefficients. Okay, if both the regression coefficients are having plus sign, then the correlation will have plus sign. If both regression coefficients are negative, then the correlation will also be negative. The next one, the average of two regression coefficients will be greater than the value of the correlation coefficient. Okay, now the example we have seen for regression analysis, we were calculating the line equations for variable x and y. First one was y on x, the regression variable was y on x, and the second one was x on y. So we calculated two regression coefficients for one line equation. So now these two regression coefficients, when I take an average, they will be greater than the regression coefficient, but they should not be less than regression coefficient. Now, the last property is the regression coefficients are independent of change of origin but not of scale. Now what do you mean by independent of change of origin? It means that you can change the origin. Now basically for x and y you take the origin as 0, but you can change this origin, you can change it to some other value. You can shift the origin, simultaneously the values will also be shifted, but the scale you cannot you cannot change the scale will be same. Scale in the sense the measurement you have used, the units of measurement you have used will be same. Now for example, if you have taken weights and heights, weights on x-axis and heights on y-axis, you could do that, not a problem. The origin itself could be shifted, okay, the value of 0 could be shifted, but the units of heights, if you have taken kgs in weights, then it has to be kgs. If you have taken centimeters in height, it has to be centimeters. They cannot change, they will not change. Okay, so this document will also be shared with you. If you have any doubts, please get in touch on WhatsApp, and assignment questions will also be shared. Then please go through the previous videos so that you will understand this concept better. Thank you.